This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everybody, it's Linda Hall with 19 Cats and Counting. So, did you ever like somebody so much that you asked them to please hurry up and come back? We need more of you. Such is the case with Peter Cohen. He's a warrior for FID. He has more cats than Rita. That's just a mind-blown poof emoji. And, you know, he's doing the work, and his house is my dream home. So, we've got to stop for this break. But as soon as we get back, we are going to bring Peter into this, and we're going to chat, and you do not want to miss this. See you shortly.
Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to 19 Cats and Counting. I am your co-host, Linda Hall. I've got my best friend, Rita Reimers, the hostess with the mostesses in the house.
Are we keeping count now? We're at 19 again. Yeah, I lost my levy to
Don't
cancer.
start.
I'm sorry.
Don't make me cry.
It's
unless
in the
you're not
newsletter.
posting the video because the makeup is fresh.
It's in the
Yes,
newsletter.
And I
that
cried
people
when
can
I
write
read the
about it,
newsletter.
yeah.
So I was there visiting. It was determined that this cancer had really gone too far. It was really bad. It was definitely Rita's decision. It's her child, but I definitely supported her. We went together. It was one of those beautiful, horrible, awful moments.
I know.
But
these are the kind of moments that Peter's trying to prevent with his FIP Warrior campaign.
Please. Yes. The torment. I've been home maybe 2 weeks now and I'm still bawling. So, anybody that we can avoid doing this with. All right. We got to bring Peter on. I'm dying here.
Yay, Peter. Welcome back. We're so happy to have you back.
Nice to be back.
So you have been up to quite a lot. Like Linda says, you have the dream home for multi-cat owners and lovers. I aspire to have a home like yours, but you weren't satisfied with that. You're expanding. Tell us all about it.
Well, first of all, my cats weren't satisfied. I was satisfied.
Gotcha.
So we decided that we wanted a bigger space for the cats. I mean, the cats have free range of the whole house, but we had what we called the cat room, where a lot of them slept at night, and we just wanted a bigger space that we could hang out with the cats.
Nice.
So we added a basement and then above it an ADU, which is basically a granny flat. And we're halfway through a year remodel. And while we're doing that, we're remodeling the main house and doing all the things that we wanted to do.
Wow. So you guys have been busy. So what is your tally now? Are you at 26? Is that where we were last time we talked?
So we were at 26 and then we lost 2, including my most favorite, Cookie Monster.
Yes, I remember reading. That's awful. So you know how bad it is to lose one of our kitty kids.
Yeah, it's the worst part of it, but you can't avoid it, and it's worth the pain because you get to spend as many years as you have with them. But that said, it is definitely a difficult thing.
It's never long enough. No matter how long they live, it's never long enough.
With humans that we love, and I often say about both humans and whatever, any living soul, the more you love, the greater gift they give to you, the bigger the loss.
That's true.
So
it's always worth it. So you have to keep that in mind.
Yes, exactly.
But I wouldn't miss loving these guys for anything, right?
Oh, no.
what are you putting in this new area? I have a couple of videos you sent me of the construction that we will share when the YouTube version of our show posts.
The videos I sent you actually are of the main existing house and the chaos that's going on there. And then I'll also post videos of the new space, which is the basement. Basically,
nice.
But the chaos of the remodel and the effect on the cats has been, in many cases, better than we thought. But
really,
well, these last 2 months are the most destructive in the main house. So there are anywhere from 15 to 25 workers destroying things, cutting drywall. And in the beginning, the cats just went nuts, peeing everywhere. And
Linda knows that story.
We put them on a prescription cat food with a mild sedative, and
really?
It worked.
I didn't know they even had that. Did you, Linda?
No.
Wow. Tell us more about that.
I'll be buying it as soon as we're done with this discussion. Go for it.
Yeah, I asked.
Yeah,
my vet,
you need it.
I asked my vet what we could do, for the whole house, and they said this one is made by Hills Brothers, Pet Food Company.
Right.
It's prescription. It's expensive, but
Oh.
we started all the cats on it. The videos I sent you only a few days ago, the cats are on the ladders and walking around and enjoying the construction. No more.
Yeah, they looked pretty calm to me.
Yeah, so as I said, it's expensive, but it's worth it because the cats are happy again.
Well, that's good to know for all you folks who are having trouble curtailing the PP activities. This is a new tool in our toolbox for our behavior sessions as well.
Without a doubt, yes.
Hills Prescription CD Stress Relief.
Awesome.
We will definitely be.
It's in the cart. I'll eat macaroni and cheese out of a box and not even name brand as long as my cat.
Well, pretty soon we're going to have the vet that helped Bobby Flay develop Made by Nacho. So we're going to have to ask her in depth how this works.
Yeah.
But back to your remodel. What are you putting in the new area that the cats will be really thrilled about getting?
It's just lots of catwalks and giant cat trees and tunnels. And there'll be a giant TV will show fish and cat TVs, and it's just a huge space for them to play and for me to be able to play with them.
Are you preparing to adopt more? Or are you like me? You just don't look for it and they just end up at your doorstep somehow?
Usually we have to adopt kittens because it's too hard to bring adult cats in here. So we adopt 2 kittens from a local rescue shelter every year, but this year we skipped because of the remodel. So next year we'll get 4 probably.
Well, just so you know, if you happen to love an adult cat and you're worried about making them assimilate, hello. That's our specialty.
You had all those, right? You had all those. Yeah.
I wish we could take adult cats because, they're harder to place. We do take kittens that are harder to place.
Yeah.
Kittens that are...
That's what I take, the hard to place ones, yeah.
But kittens, we have a formula. It takes us 3 months to integrate them. And adult cats, we've just not been able to stop.
It's tough. It's tough. In August, my daughter had to move back. That's true. Well,
I don't want to discourage anyone who's listening.
Right.
But we have 24. So
yeah. I have 20 or 19. No, I know. It's not something you choose to do. I do it.
I'm a lightweight. Apparently, I have hardly any.
You have 11.
Is nothing, apparently.
How many cats are too many cats?
When being compared on a scale of Peter and Rita, I'm slacking.
Peter's got me beat. You guys, if you've not been to zenbycat.org, I encourage you to go. Take a look at the videos that are out there. Also, I am an FIP warrior. So I have this awesome mug. And I also have this awesome t-shirt that unfortunately I've gained the pandemic pounds, but I also have big boobs. So it doesn't fit the girls. But you guys, when you become a warrior, you get a t-shirt.
Yeah, so we joined as soon as we had Peter on the first time, and I'm $10 a month, for goodness sakes.
It's nothing, but it's everything to the organization.
I hand that out easily when the ice cream truck goes by. You buy the fancy coffee.
It's cheaper than a pizza.
Exactly, it's $10.
I want to make sure it's really clear that none of the money that we raise with Zen by Cat goes to my cats, my cat house.
Right.
That's completely separate. Zen by Cat is a legal 501c3, and we keep it separate. So every dollar you send, absolutely 90 cents goes to the researchers, just 10 cents. Try to cover some of the cost. I cover the rest. So
well, for the people who might not
share the remodel because it raises awareness for Zen by Cat.
Yes.
But the money's completely separate.
Well, for those of the listeners who maybe haven't heard of you or didn't see the first show, tell us the origins of Zen by Cat and what is your mission?
So I created Zen by Cat in 2016 after my cat Smokey was cured of FIP at the first drug trial at UC Davis.
Wow.
To help the researchers raise money. So we are dedicated to raising money for Dr. Peterson, the researcher at UC Davis, and others to help end FIP for all cats. Because even though it's now curable, the drug that people use is not authorized by FDA. It's expensive. It's difficult to get. And it was never meant to be the final answer. It's just the first one. So Zen by Cat is focused on raising money for the researchers. We also help people with cats connect to get the treatment, and also them share their GoFundMes and whatnot to help pay for the very expensive treatment.
Yeah, there's still so many people who don't even know there's a treatment.
Yes, there's a treatment. It's expensive, it's hard, but we are saving thousands of cats. I get contacted 4 or 5 times a day from all over the world.
Awesome.
We can save FIP cats.
Well, and by doing the research, you can find other alternatives that may be easier, and you can, maybe get that drug approved for cats and get it out there more to the point where the price there's just so many things that money, right, that it's gonna.
Yes, because the drug, it's very similar to human HIV and the coronavirus.
Sure.
And so they're always intended to have a cocktail of drugs. We've only found one. We need at least 2 more. The researchers are working on that, and that's what they need desperately, especially during COVID. Animal research funds have dried up. So you can $10 a month. You are making a huge difference to end FIP and make it affordable for everyone.
Linda, are you distracted by that gorgeous cat behind you? Who is that?
Did you just read my mind? Because in my brain, what's happening is, look, cat. Ooh, pretty.
Me
Look
too.
at the light. Focus, Linda, focus. Peter talking, Linda. Peter's talking.
Who is that?
Ooh, Fluffy.
Jupiter Jones.
Jupiter Jones.
She's a very odd cat. She doesn't get along with many
Gorgeous.
cats. She bites and scratches, and I have to be very careful. She'll demand it. And when I pet her, when she's had enough petting, she'll let me know by
Bella. My Bella does that.
I was just thinking that, yes. Mm-hmm. Every time I come to see Rita, Bella's
Look at that
waiting.
face.
Waiting. Oh, my gosh.
Look at her. She's like, I'm beautiful and I know it.
Yes. Oh, the cameras are on? Excuse me, Dad.
let me fluff.
She just got her haircut. During COVID, we couldn't get haircuts, and we finally bought a clipper, and the vet tech who does it came to our house.
Oh, nice.
Four haircuts.
I need that. I need that. I adopted 2 15-year-olds recently, and the one, Missy, she grooms herself and all that, but Scooter doesn't, and we're working on getting some of the knots out of him, but he only lets me go so far, and then he turns around and grabs me. He doesn't bite hard, but he grabs me. I can tell he doesn't like it.
Sending a message
I need a pro to come here and do it, but there's one cat groomer in Charlotte, which is like 50 miles away from me now, so there's no cat groomers here.
This cat groomer, her name's Ashley. She's been part of our family for years and years. She can charm them into, grooming them without any kind of strong drugs or anything. So.
I need someone like that. Anybody in the Lancaster, South Carolina area listening to this, if you know how to groom, especially an older 15-year-old, their skin's really thin. I really need some help. I already have the shaver. I haven't attempted that yet because I know it's really delicate with the senior skin.
Yeah.
And do you use, because one thing we do use, we give them gabapentin.
I'm familiar with that, yeah.
And that helps a lot. They just get
calms them down, right?
Chill pill.
Yeah. Chill pill.
Speaking of for them and a little for us, and then it goes much better.
Right?
Speaking of chill pill, I think we need to take a little break.
Ready?
I know.
Not too fast. Okay,
we'll be right back as soon as we hear from our sponsor.
Take a bite out of your competition. Advertise your business with an ad in Pet Life Radio podcasts and radio shows. There's no other pet-related media that is as large and reaches more pet parents and pet lovers than Pet Life Radio. With over 7 million monthly listeners, Pet Life Radio podcasts are available on all major podcast platforms. And our live radio stream goes out to over 250 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher, and other streaming apps. For more information on how you can advertise on the #1 pet podcast and radio network, visit PetLifeRadio.com/advertise today.
Let's
Let's Talk Pets
Let's Talk Pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
And welcome back again to 19 Cats and Counting. My awesome co-host Linda Hall and Peter Cohen, the FIP warrior, zenbycat.org.
So I'm up.
You're up.
So we know. Okay. So on one hand, we have this amazing man who has decided to make it his mission to help end FIP, which we all thank you, because I don't currently have an FIP cat. That doesn't mean I'm never going to have a cat cross my threshold and find out that it's got this deadly disease.
You just never know.
Which can, largely thanks to your work, help make things better. I mean, that's just mind-blowing and amazing. And so that's Zen by Cat on zenbycat.org. You can sign up for $10 a month. You get a free t-shirt, but who cares about that? Well, okay, it's a cool t-shirt, but the point is helping the cat. So then on a separate page, we have your home, and it's House of Nekko, right?
Correct.
Yes, which means cat in Japan, Nekko, correct?
Correct. House of Cats. Correct.
I knew I read that.
You knew that. I didn't know that. I used to sit a cat named Nekko. Now I understand.
Now you know. Your cat's name was Cat. So, so, and I refer to it as your home, Peter, but you just pay the bills, right?
There are
big bills now.
there are two humans that work for the 24 cats. That's how it works.
Exactly.
As it should be.
And what led, you've given up all the typical human comforts that go in a home, like the couch and the this and that. You've made this into the cat's home.
Yes and no. So even before Zen by Cat, before I got involved with FIP, we shared videos trying to show that you can live with cats and both enjoy it.
Sure.
Not the idea of people have a dirty mess house overrun by too many cats. It is true. We don't have carpets, rugs. Because when cats get stressed, they pee and rugs are hard to clean.
They do? I didn't know that. I wish I didn't know that.
Like we've never had that conversation. Yeah.
Right?
We make some accommodations. Our beds are covered by waterproof, washable.
Mine too.
Things like that. But mostly we have a normal, happy home with cats, and we just spend a lot of time cleaning.
Do you have a sofa? Because that's my number one net right now. Is my
We have one sofa that has a waterproof cover that we can wash. So
that's what I need to do.
There you go. Yes, the sofa discussion has come up often between us.
We now have 7 Roomba vacuums, which also are good to keep.
Wow, that helps. They're not scared of Are they scared of them? I've seen.
No, they ride them. They turn them
Yeah,
off.
I've seen. Mine would never do that.
They like them.
Wow, that's awesome.
I love it.
I had one a long time ago when I was still living on Blackburn in Los Angeles. My mom sent me one. And my cats, they were scared to death of it. They were like, what is that? One tried to attack it. I just, after a while, I just couldn't run it anymore.
Yeah, no, one of our cats, Professor, every night turns them on. So
wow.
What a great toy. Let's play, right?
Oh my gosh. I have to revisit this. I have all different cats now. None of these have seen
right?
That.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and even if they're scared at first, I'm sure they'll adjust to it.
Yeah, they get used to like anything, right? A vacuum scares. Mm-hmm. And it's good to condition cats to noise. So, but yeah, most of them, all of them now just ignore them or ride them or don't care. The robot can bump into them and they'll move out of the way.
That's awesome. The coolest thing, I love looking at all the pictures of your house because
me too.
On one hand, as a cat person, I'm like, oh my gosh, how cool is that for the cats? They can get up high, they can but on the other hand, they're super cool looking. You made this really awesome looking. It's not just functional, it's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Did you see, we finally found a camera small enough to put on Smokey. Started making Smokey iCam videos.
I love it.
Runs around the catwalks. It's so cool.
Where can we see those?
They're posted on
Facebook, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, I'll send those links too when I send you.
Yeah,
thank you. This is a must see.
Those people listening, I know that they're right now going, "How do I see those? I want to see that." Right?
Yeah. Yes, a little tiny camera, way smaller than a GoPro, and he wears it and he doesn't care. So
if you guys haven't liked Zen by Cat on Facebook, you better go.
Yes.
You got to see these videos.
And Instagram. help us get to 10,000 Instagram users.
Oh, yes. Instagram,
Oh, yes.
too. Insta's been a
Yes.
tough one for me to build up, too.
We're
My natural
10,000
go-to is Facebook,
Yeah, it takes a while. The algorithms change. You grow, and then suddenly you don't grow. We don't know why. So
Yeah. Well, and staying up on it and posting content like daily would be the best goal.
Yeah.
The
But it's just
struggle
the
is
two
real.
of us. We don't have, we don't have stuff anymore. So
Someday.
I post a lot. But
I like it. Just
my
us.
posts are only interesting to me because they're my cats. I
Right.
Well, exactly. Yes.
thousands of pictures.
Yes.
Do you do your own website, or do you have somebody that handles that for you?
No, I do everything. We have my
I
cats
love
that
your
are-
site.
and then Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and it's just me. So
Okay,
sometimes it's
if he
fine.
can do it, the two of us can do it. Darn it all.
He just keeps saying, like, from the first time I was introduced, I saw his stuff. I was like, love this guy. He's on my happy list. And then he just keeps going up steps consistently. I don't know how high you go, but you're breaking the records.
But I told you last time, the cats give us more than we give them.
Sure,
I don't-
they do. They do.
Humans are hard and cats are easy. So I come home from the human world and they
I know.
let me survive the human world. So
Oh, agree. I've kicked my kids out of my bedroom. I've never kicked my cats out.
Sounds
You
about
can
right.
stay. You can stay. You out. I've had enough.
My former cat sitter from ages ago, when I lived in another city, he and his wife, they ran their pet sitting business together, and they had a lot of cats. They had a couple grown kids, and they both said to me, if we had to do it over, we would just do cats. We wouldn't have kids.
Skip the kids. Go straight to the cats.
Right? Now, my parents have dogs. I love dogs too, but oh my word, it's exhausting. By the time I get home, I just want my 19 cats are so much easier than their 6 dogs.
and dogs are nice. They're animals. My brother's dog.
No, me too, but I don't want to own one.
But the cats are in charge and the dogs are just
Mhm.
dogs.
Yes. Well, just the
Dogs are
energy.
servants, right?
I mean, I've never met an animal. If it's a living being, you're okay with me. Now, if you're a spider, just stay out of my house and we're
I
going
was
to be
gonna say,
fine.
what about the
Or-
bats? I had a bat.
Yeah.
station.
There are a few things that it's like, just don't come in my house. We can all
Right.
get along. But I don't have any like, oh, I hate that animal. But
I don't like spiders either, but fortunately the cats hunt them down. So
Yeah, true.
I was better than a TV show the other day. One of my cats going after a fly, and I was just like, "This is a
Knocking
great
everything
episode.
over,
This is a great
right.
episode. Let's watch this." And he caught him, and I couldn't watch him. What happened next? But I was very thankful for the pest control.
He failed you last night with the spider, but that's another story.
He did. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't see the spider until. Yeah, they were
It's too late.
sleeping on the job. Someone should stay alert and watching mommy at all times.
Your cat now has her back to us. Does that mean she's tuning us out? We're done listening to you.
Oh, look.
Oh, you can't see there's another one right up there.
Oh, that's what she's
Has
looking
the same
at.
haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Professor.
Have you ever seen like your cats in even more than one? They're looking at something, and you look in that direction. There's nothing there. I don't know what they're looking at. It's kind of
They see
scary.
things
Yeah,
we
but
don't
when
see.
they get that kind of super focused,
Mhm.
you could be a bug or something. So it's
Right.
need to
Yeah. Yeah, you know it's something. Yes. They're great pest control. So to have a happy home, obviously we're not going to tell all of our viewers that they have to do the major renovations you have done. I would like to
love
do the major
to.
renovations you've done. But to have a happy home, in your opinion, Peter, what does a cat need?
Okay, so honestly, cats just need a loving human who provides medical care, food, and a home and a box. And then, they just want to climb. So the easiest, anything that lets them climb makes them happy and feel safe. So whether you just stack boxes, literally, or shelves, or it doesn't have to be elaborate. It's just so they can climb. I think that's climb, and then a safe place, a box to go into under the bed. We believe that cats should be cats. So some are sociable, some are shy. They just spend their whole life not really out, and
Yeah.
we don't try to make them sociable. We just give them what to eat.
I have a couple of those.
And, years later, they'll suddenly start to be sociable, and it's pretty
Mhm.
cool. So
That's the
you
best
don't
thing.
have to, but I'm very, very fortunate and lucky. My business does well, and I can do this. But really, this is all for me, not the cat. The cat's just
Oh, yeah, I didn't ask my cat's opinion before I said I wanted to do that, but I know they benefit from it. Just Trust the grown-ups, honey. So,
well, you've done some of that. You took that dresser because you knew they needed another tall place, and she put 2 cat beds on top of this dresser just for them, and they took to that right away because they like to be up high. That's all they need.
You should always try to make things cleanable and accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you build, they will need cleaning, and if you give them a spot you can't reach, they'll find that spot.
True story. And you mentioned the problem with peeing on the rugs, which Rita and I were like, and I think that's a lot of people who aren't cat people and don't really know cats and don't have that knowledge. I think that's their fear. I'm going to get this cat. It's going to destroy myself. It's going to pee. Why do I want this cat? But when your cat pees, is it trying to teach you a lesson and show you revenge?
It's not revenge.
Punish you? No.
Cats pee when they're unhappy. And so when your cat pees, the best way to solve it, try to figure it out. And it's not always easy, but we have cats that start acting up. We shrink their world. We put them in a very small bathroom with a toy and a safe space, and then get them and play with them a lot, and then grow their world again. And that often, you don't always find the cause, but kind of reset the cat.
Sure.
But when they're peeing, they're telling you something's bothering them. That could be that you moved the couch 3 inches.
See, I told you.
Yes, exactly.
That's something I've been telling Linda for a long time. It can be just a little thing that it's nothing to you, but they hate it.
We found that when we do. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's amazing how sensitive they are. Creatures of habit. You can train a cat if you put food in someplace, or you pet a cat every time you come home, or the cats like routines. We have cats that we need to separate, and they spend the night in a little pen, and then we let them out, and then we can easily put them back in the pen because the pen becomes their safe spot. And it's not like a sad thing to them. It's a good thing to them.
Yeah, usually whatever room I've started my cats off in, that becomes their safe spot when, especially during the integration process, I have more than one of them to get along with. So if they have a little run-in with one, they just go running back to their safe room.
Yeah. Your cat is not going to come up and go, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm having an issue with this. I don't like it. Can we talk? Right? They've got to communicate. And so, they do what they do. Cats are run by instincts. So many times we get a behavior session and they write up what they think the problem is. It's what the problem is that's falling onto the human. It's my problem. I don't want pee in my bed, right? And so then, we do the session and we start unraveling and find out that another kitty had passed. They just moved. Someone moved in, someone moved out. There's a reason. Cats are not spiteful, vindictive creatures. They're just
I don't know, sometimes.
You have to be patient, right? Because when we integrate cats, or when we're trying to get cats that don't get along, it can take 5 months to get. In fact, I'm trying to get Rumple to bond with Crumple, and because Rumple lost Cookie. And she
okay. I was going to say, why did you choose that pairing? I see.
After 5 months, they'll sit on the bed a foot apart and not attack each other.
That's good.
But it took 5 months, and still, if I leave the room, they'll go at it. So it takes longer than humans think it does. You got to go.
We're working with a couple right now. They just don't get that it's time to stop. They get in the middle of it right when they're about to. The cats have to teach each other, I'm boss, you're boss, whatever. Not drag out fights, but they've got to have that little, match where they smack each other a couple times. This couple, they're just like, they stop it. So of course the integration never moves forward, and they're frustrated.
Because human instinct is, must protect my baby. Must stop this.
But there comes a point where they
think like a cat. It's the only way.
we keep the nails cut short, and then sometimes it's a little violent, but like you said, that's how they get over it. So
I don't give my cats a choice. I don't give them a choice. They have to get along because I'm not getting rid of anyone, and they do get along.
You just explain it to them, and they go, "Oh, I get it. Okay."
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the cats.
That's all. Yeah.
The cats that have been here the longest, they're so used to it, they don't even care anymore. It's the younger ones that get their little nose out of joint because, like, my Simba, he was the baby boy, and then Dexter showed up on my deck not long ago, and so now Dexter's the baby boy, and Simba was a little slow to take to Dexter because of that.
Yeah, cats get jealous for sure.
They do.
Yes, we try to tell people. Cats are territorial, and your territory does not just include your home; it includes you. your territory, and I don't like anybody else infringing on my territory.
You visit another cat and come home and you're in trouble.
Yes.
How do you handle it when your cats get jealous over you? What do you do?
We give them extra love. We can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And the cats sometimes that's the peeing, right? Sure. So one of the things when they start peeing, the first thing we do is try to spend more time, play with them, pet them more. Sometimes that's it, right? So yeah.
Yes.
Well, the reason I thought sometimes it is revenge is because, Linda and Nikki were just down here in South Carolina. And Nikki has a cat, Tiger, who she's very bonded to. Tiger's a grouchy old man. When they got home, Tiger let Nikki know he was unhappy she was gone by doing what, Linda?
Oh, pee, of course. It's always pee. It's
In the
always
bed.
pee.
Or on her.
Yeah, go ahead.
So sometimes I think it is a little spite.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
That's why I like cats, because they walk up, pee on your pillow, and then sit there and wait for a treat.
And start purring, going, love you, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
but I often wonder, okay, so I'm putting a human thing into a cat, but who knows? So I'm thinking, if I'm the cat, Mom disappeared. Crap. Where'd she go? Danger, high alert. Mom comes home. Thank God. Wait, is she going to leave again? Oh my gosh. What just happened? Where did she go anyway? And why does she smell like Rita Reimer's 19 cats?
That's hilarious. That probably was some of it, my cat.
I think I shall pee on her pillow.
Yeah, they know. When before COVID, we traveled a lot, and when we're packing, they just hang around and they know. And then when you come back, they hang around extra. So they get it.
Well, sometimes they turn their back to you first. I've had that experience.
Yeah.
My Sadie used to do
I
that.
tried to get in the suitcase and
yes.
Don't go.
Rita's cats try to get in my suitcase when I leave, and it kills me. I mean, rip
Every
my
time.
heart out, okay? Just rip it out and stomp on it. Go for it.
Every time, because they love you. They don't want you to go.
I need my marriage is in jeopardy if a 12th cat crosses the threshold. I just die. He has been very tolerant and patient and amazing, and I'm just not.
Otherwise, Dexter would have gone home with you.
Oh, I would have taken that cat home in a heartbeat.
Dexter bonded to Linda so much that I feel guilty that he's here. He should be at your house.
Really, when people
cried.
And the cats take extra interest in them, we always say we search everybody. Nobody leaves with a cat.
Right.
Right, exactly. Well, that's what my daughter said. She's like, no, Mom. And I'm like, but look. Just, no, Mom. She's like, I'm patting you down. When we go to get in the car, I'm checking the suitcase. You cannot bring Dexter home.
You have how many black cats now? 3?
I have 3 black cats.
3.
Linda 2.
Dexter would have been my 4th.
Yeah. So my point is, your husband wouldn't have noticed.
Well, we actually plotted this while I was there, right? Like Brian would know, and truly, he wouldn't have. He can't tell Shadow from Inky. The only one he really knows is Baka. However, he does the evening wet food feeding, and when he turns and sees 4 cats, I think he's gonna figure.
You mean 4 black ones?
Yeah, 4 black cats. Yes,
total.
Yeah, there's more than 4 cats, but 4 black cats. Yeah, I think that's when I'm in trouble.
Darn it.
So yeah.
So, any last words of wisdom, Peter, or letting people know how they can better support you and learn about FIP?
Just same message as always. ZenByCat.org. Most important, if you can sign up for $10 a month, that's the easiest way. And we're still trying to get to $1 million a year.
Yay. And go out and follow them on Facebook too.
Yeah, even if you
Instagram.
Just share our posts and watch us, even if you just want to watch cat videos, because we have a lot of them.
So let me ask you quickly, Peter.
Yes.
If someone signs up for this $10 a month commitment and later trouble strikes or their kid joins the van and they have to stop, you'll send someone to break their knees, right? That's what happens?
No, but that's a really good question, because of course things change, and yes, people drop out all the time, and sometimes they send me very sad, heartbreaking thing. I'm so sorry, I have to stop. And I say, no, don't. We just want it for those who can afford it, and then if you can't afford it, it's easy to stop. You can contact me directly. You can stop directly. Absolutely.
I had to stop for a while. It's easy to stop. I'm going to start up again now.
Yes. And did you get any nasty letters or threats or anything, Rita, when you stopped? Was it all cool?
No, but I was afraid he might want his T-shirt back.
No, but let me say one more thing about the T-shirts.
Sure.
We give a free T-shirt. The shirt actually costs me $12. And this is just explaining how Zen by Cat works. You sign up, you give us $10 a month, we send you a shirt. The first month you send $10, we only use $1 to cover the cost shirt, because we guarantee $9 goes out. It takes me a year to pay for the shirt. So This is to show you how careful we are with your money.
Sure.
And if people only stay 5 months and they quit, I make up.
It's cost you money. Yeah.
Well, it costs me money, but not the charity, which
Right.
is what I'm important. And it's
Right.
okay. Don't feel bad. I'm just trying to say how careful we are with your money, and that, I'm okay to do that. Because the shirts, aside from saying thank you, they're really good at starting conversations about FIP. People see the shirt, they ask you.
Yes.
And part of the mission is to raise not only money, but awareness.
Yes.
So that's
I need to
also-
order another one while I'm waiting to fit back into this one.
Bigger in the chest. Yeah.
So thank you very much for the opportunity. It's helpful to get the message out.
Thank you. We adore you. Come back. Come back.
We
come
definitely
back.
want you back. I hate that we have to end this. So no, I'm always sorry. Every time, do I say this before every show? How are we going to fill up a half hour? And then we always go long.
I'm like, honey, I got this. You fall short. I got conversation I want to have with this man. We're good.
So I want to thank you, Linda, for being my co-host. Peter, did you have anything to say? You look like you were going to say something.
I'll come back when the remodel's done at Christmas. That's
Yes.
Good. Yes, please. That would be great. Before Christmas, what a cool gift to give to a cat lover to make a donation in their name.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot we can do here, and it's amazing. And there's other things on Zen by Cat. Like I bought Rita some Valentine's candy for Valentine's from there. So it was.
We have an online store that sells
fancy.
thousands of them.
Those candies were fancy.
They were
Fancy candy.
They look like they were
Fancy.
all like hand painted.
They're handmade French.
They're beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, all right. We adore you, if we haven't made that clear. So, yeah. And everything you do. You as a person, you're really cool house for the cats, but what you do for FIP and everybody who loves cats thanks you for that. Yes.
It's amazing. I want to be you when I grow up.
And thank you for giving us the opportunity to help with FIP too, because I can't go out and do a lot, but I can give you $10 a month and feel like I'm doing something, and that's an amazing feeling. And it's only because of you, and I thank you for that.
Thank you.
Linda, thank you for being my co-host. Peter, come back again anytime. Make sure you visit zenbycat.org. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't thank our awesome producer, Mike Winter, who gave us the opportunity on Pet Life Radio. We are forever grateful.
Also very high on my pedestal, yeah.
So, until next time, Linda, what do we always say? Every day is Catterday.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.